friends, and welcome to the official GHK Radio episode 4. I just held up 2 fingers because apparently my hand can't register 4. But yeah, we're here with episode 4, and so soon after episode 3.5 with my co-hosts Girl DM and Nemurenai Kai, who's back to being a person again and not a hand. Welcome back.
One of us was a zombie. One of us was a zombie the last episode.
At least it was humanoid.
Humans have hands.
But not just a hand. You were literally a hand.
One hand. You were one hand. I at least stitched in a new one on because I was missing the other one. You see? See? I'm just built different, Kai.
Built different.
I'm built different.
We're just of a better breed.
Cat girls, you know?
Yep.
Well,
yep,
I'm the cat girl, but.
Yep. I'm looking at the recording time. We're 1 minute in, and it's already yep. Yep.
Actually,
starting off strong this week. I see.
Technically, Kai is less than a minute in because our audio sync test gets cut off.
True.
So it should be closer to about 30 seconds in.
We wasted no time today.
Uh-huh.
We aren't even
No time
pretending
wasted.
anymore. This is what does the G stand for? There's like something.
Girls harass Kai.
Yes, that's right. Girls harass Kai.
Girls harass Kai.
That's truly the original name of this podcast.
Yes. Yeah, we're hoping to get Kai to become like a supervillain. Because that'd be really interesting. So
if we harass him enough, he'll develop superpowers.
Yes, exactly. This is all for you, Kai.
Right?
This is the origin story of toxic masculinity, man. Like.
Oh no!
Gosh.
A fate worse than death.
Female VTubers will tread on me no longer.
Kai doesn't like steppies.
Well, yeah, when in Crocs, I can't imagine why.
Oh, yeah, true.
He doesn't even have the proper footwear for steppies.
Oh, true.
I see you guys have found the audience for this podcast and are really pandering towards them.
Hello, audience. We love you. Thanks for listening in every time we have a new episode up. It's really cool.
Yeah, so remember to go back to episode 3 and give it a like and was it 200 likes and 1,000 views? Get Kai to play Phasmophobia. We don't care if it's not spook season anymore. Every season's spook season.
Here, let me double check really quickly to see where it's at.
It does feel weird that I made that tied to like a specific episode. Please watch all of our episodes.
Just episode 3.
Please enjoy our podcast
just
as a whole.
3.
We need more. Okay, let's see. How many likes and how many watches?
200 likes, 1,000 views.
Okay.
I think
we're halfway there. We're halfway there almost.
Ayo! Just keep watching.
I feel like we're pretty close to 1,000 views now.
It's exciting.
Yes.
But you don't even like that game. Why do you want me to play it so bad?
I want to play it with Fuendos. It's nice with Fuendos.
I want to see Kai play.
Yeah, that's really it.
Kai, how do you deal with spooks coming up behind you?
Hey, that's the sound they make.
Yeah, that's exactly the sound. It's like you've already played the game.
I've had to mod more than one stream playing this game.
Desyo. He'll have to mod another one this Friday.
Kai's super excited to play then.
Yeah.
I know.
Yay!
Yay!
The spooks. Can you hear the happy sounds coming from Kai right now?
He's really eager to play, so make the dream a reality.
Happy.
Get him to play. Yes.
Exactly.
Miracles do happen. This is the land of possibilities.
I believe.
This is the internet after all. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Hey, so we got a podcast now. How about we move on to topics?
Okay. What's your topic? Do you have a specific topic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wait, am I starting this week?
Yeah, you go ahead and start.
Okay. So actually,
it can't be snacks. It can't be snacks.
It's not. It's not about snacks.
Okay, I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready for snacks.
Okay.
It's not about snacks. It's not snacks.
Okay.
Actually, I thought of this idea earlier when I saw a tweet of yours, DM.
Oh.
You were tweeting about BlizzCon.
Yes.
Ooh. And my mind's kind of been like floating back and forth a little bit about like, oh, what if one day there was like a VTuber con?
Yeah.
So really, I guess my topic for this week is just about conventions. If you'd like, I'd like everyone to share at least one of their like favorite convention memories.
Okay.
And then maybe a little bit of like, oh, what would you like to see if there was a VTuber con? How do you see that going over? How do you like? Would it be like just a VTuber section of TwitchCon? Would it be like its own thing? What do you guys want to see there? How would people interact, given that VTubers aren't really, face to face? Everyone's got their own like virtual identity and all that. So why don't we start with memories? Why don't we start with con memories? Because I feel like we've all been to cons, right?
Yeah, not too many, but I've been, for sure.
I've been to a few.
Well, DM, I mean, since this all stemmed from you, would you like to take center stage and start us with the, what's a good memory you've had at a con?
I'm already in the middle, though. How am I supposed to take center stage if I'm already in the middle?
I was thinking the same thing!
What do I do? Oh, okay.
You just stay where you're at. You're good.
I'll stay where I'm at. Okay, perfect. Okay, so, con memories. Let's
Freak
see.
out.
Stop.
Oh, okay. This was like prior to the con actually happening, but I went to, a lot of times I go with my big brother DM, and we both go to conventions together pretty often because we're both nerds, so we both like, it's easy to have somebody to go with. You'll just be like, hey, I want to go to this con, and my brother will be like, okay, let's go, kind of thing, right? And we'll usually get the hotel room together too, because then we can split it between ourselves. We don't have to worry about it being someone we don't know, blah de blah, right? So there was one convention we went to, and we went and got our hotel room, and it's got 2 beds in it and everything, so we're like, awesome. And we look over at, like, we unpack all our stuff, and I look over at the bathroom, and I realize I can see directly into the shower.
Oh.
The wall of the shower is a glass wall.
Oh,
transparent glass wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking at this going, wow, I'm next to the bed, and the shower is just, it's right there. I have a room with my brother.
Wait, is there no bathroom door? Is there no?
No, there was a bathroom door, but the whole room was made of glass, Kai.
How?
The bathroom room was made of glass.
What were they catering towards? Like, what? How did they, like, sell this room?
Right? So me and my brother were like, maybe they accidentally gave us the honeymoon suite or
That's
something?
That's still really awkward.
Is this like the oh, we're in love times rooms? Does that, do
maybe
hotels in Canada have that?
That'd be terrible if they thought you and your brother were dating. That'd be so
right?
awkward.
But so I'm like I can't stay in a hotel like this. And so I called the front desk to see if like maybe there was an issue with the room that they were giving us. And the guy's like, okay, front desk, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, the bathroom. And he's like, oh, just shut the door. And I was like,
what?
Shut the door? And he's like, yeah, just shut the door and it'll be fine. And I was like, shut the door and it will be fine? So I tell my brother to shut the door while I'm still on the phone, and it's the type of, like, fancy glass that it can go opaque.
Whoa!
So, when the door closed, the entire thing turned, like, a kind of gray color, and you couldn't see through it anymore.
Whoa!
And so my brother and I were like, oh my gosh, it's a magic bathroom.
That's so cool! That just went from awkward to awesome in, like, 2 seconds.
Right? But then the guy on the phone, like, he sounded like the most bored person ever. I was like, how many people have actually called up and been like, hey, bathroom's broken? And they're just like, no, we just closed the door, it's fine. And I was like, oh, okay. And so, yeah, so that was pretty cool. I, like, opened and closed the door a couple times just so I could see this.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I definitely would do that, too.
Yeah, just to see the wall change, because I was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's so cool, right?
I love that. And I love how, like, that had, like, it wasn't even the con itself. It was just the hotel
It wasn't even the con itself. It was the bathroom.
But that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, so that was one. Let's see. What? Was there anything else that I did at conventions? Trying to think.
Would we want to let Harune have a turn while you try to think of your next one?
Yeah, let's Harune, you go ahead. You have a convention story.
I was trying to think, because, like I said, I haven't been to many. Really, I've only been to, like, 2 cons in my life, but, one con I've returned to multiple times.
Yeah, that counts. I mean, yeah.
Right. So it wasn't like a fresh new experience because like each year was more or less the same in terms of like content and like stands and vendors and things like that. And I really, honestly, I didn't go to very many panels. I was literally there to cosplay and see other people's cosplays and check out Artist Alley.
Yeah.
So,
oh no, I totally get it. Like the first 1 or 2 cons I went to, I didn't go to any panels.
Right.
Basically, it was just Artist Alley.
Yeah, I think the only time I went to any panels was Anime Axe.
Oh.
And I had only been there
Yes.
once. So like that one time we went to the Violet Evergarden premiere.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was
yes,
there too.
that was
Wait, I was there too.
You were?
Yeah,
Oh.
I was there for the Violet Evergarden
Were
premiere.
you really?
I was.
We were in
I
the
feel so left out. You were in the same room. You could have breathed the
Yeah,
same air.
We could have been in the same room. I could have seen you.
Wait,
You guys
but I'm
exchanged air molecules without knowing.
I thought we said we went to the Anime Expo on different years. I thought like one of us was the year before, one of us was the year after. But I mean, Violet Evergarden doesn't premiere twice.
I know.
No, it doesn't,
I was there for the Violet Evergarden premiere.
I certainly was too. Yeah, it was the same year that Fate Grand Order launched in North America. Let me pull the year up 1 sec.
Okay, well while he's looking that up, I'll keep talking. Actually, I was gonna say that there wasn't a particularly like favorite, like there wasn't a distinct memory from that one, but actually I take that back. I also went to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure panel.
Oh.
And that was the first time, like that was before I had ever seen the anime, and they were discussing Golden Wind because it was before that had premiered.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, like, they started the panel encouraging everyone to get up and just do their best oda oda oda, and it was just a group full of guys going oda 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 oda, and it was so pumped. I had so much fun in those like 30 seconds to a minute. I loved that. I love that. I totally forgot about it until just now, but I love that. But I think just like the other con that I had gone to, the very first time I cosplayed for that, I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned it during the Halloween special one where I was the American Horror Story Asylum nun.
Oh, yes.
The white nun.
Yeah.
I got stopped a
Kai's
lot
favorite.
for pictures.
Nice.
And that was really fun for me. I actually really liked posing for pictures. That was fun.
It feels so cool when people stop you and they're like, "Hey, can I take a picture of you?"
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, "Of course."
Yeah, you feel
yes.
so honored. You're like, "Oh my gosh, you recognize me," and all that stuff.
Yep.
I also was, I think I also mentioned before, I was like gender bent metal bat from One Punch Man. On a different year, and I got stopped a decent number of times for pictures there. So I that's when I like realized, I was like, oh, what I seem to enjoy the most from cons is if I cosplay and I get pictures. So those are my favorite memories.
Would it happen to be Anime Expo 2017?
I don't remember the year.
Shut down.
You can ask Ooh-yeah-yeah, I went with him.
Yeah, ask Ooh-yeah-yeah.
Ooh-yeah-yeah. Ooh-yeah-yeah, what year?
Say I breathed Harune air. I'm just gonna say I breathed Harune air. It's fine. It's fine. I mean,
where were you sitting in that room? Do you remember?
I honestly don't.
Was it like center, close to the stage, left, right?
I'm pretty sure I was like, for Violet Evergarden, I'm pretty sure I was like middle back. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, were you guys like sitting next to each other?
I don't think so. There's no way we could have sat next
Just
to
watch,
each
you
other.
were sitting next to each other. You accidentally almost held hands. And only realize it eventually.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we were pretty middle back. Ouya wouldn't let us sit too far back, but we were pretty back. But he was super hyped for Violet Evergarden. He was like, "Listen, you're gonna like this. This is gonna blow your mind."
Ouya likes those types of anime.
He does. Really likes Violet Evergarden. And that first episode was great. I was sucked in.
Yeah, the first episode
was
so
very
good.
jarring for me. It was very jarring because I was like going with a friend and they were like, we must see Violet Evergarden. So I went and I lined up like way early. It was like 1 or 2 hours before that. And then like 10 minutes till she still hadn't shown up. And then she just texted me.
No.
It's like headache, going back to hotel. And I'm like, oh. Okay. Guess I'm watching this by myself then. And then I sat down, only to realize then it wasn't called Violent Evergarden. It was Violet Evergarden.
No.
I was like, oh, this is a lot more artistic than I thought it would be. I was expecting like Akira levels of bloodbath.
Violent Evergarden.
No, the whole time in my head, I thought we were gonna go watch something called The Violent Evergarden, and then it was about
my gosh.
it was about lady with robot hands writing letters, and I was like, oh,
That's so sweet.
it's a
I
really
love the premise.
beautiful anime.
Yes.
It was really beautiful, but
Yes.
I was expecting something very different.
And being a super tall individual, chances are maybe I even noticed you being incredibly tall.
I was dressed up as Team Skull from Pokemon. Team Skull Grunt.
Oh my god.
Were you actually really close next to each other?
Maybe because I can't actually remember. I had a friend a friend came with us, and she had been Team Skull Grunt for the last con that we had gone to together. So she was really keeping her eyes out for similar cosplays to get pictures of. She might have gotten a picture of you.
I'm not gonna lie.
seen you
I was
online?
also taking pictures. I was taking pictures of like other people in Team Skull Grunt outfits.
I don't think she cosplayed for Anime Ads.
Oh, okay. I
No.
don't know because I know I definitely got a few. I definitely got a few pictures of people in Team Skull.
Oh, goodness.
But if you were incredibly tall on a Team Skull Grunt,
Yes.
she might
yes.
have noticed.
She
you.
might have taken a picture. Haha, Kai got discovered.
Kai
Kai's been
got.
documented. Kai's been documented.
So I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
We'll check after the episode. We'll check.
Nice, yeah.
Crazy small world.
Wait, cause then she'll have pictures from that still, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to find them, and if you find a rocket grunt, send it to Kai and be like, "Yo, this you?"
Oh my god! The biggest. Well, I was gonna say the biggest doxing, but like not really.
Not really.
Not
We'll send it in
really.
private. We'll send it in
Also,
private.
because you were dressed up, and I think Team Skull Grunts have masks, don't they?
They do.
Yeah,
we
they have
do.
face
So
mask, yeah.
giddy safe da.
Giddy,
I
giddy.
sewed it myself using a piece of cotton and what was it like? What's that like? Felt? Like the like arts and crafts fabric that isn't really
Felt.
fabric.
Yeah, felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really itchy having felt across my face.
Oh, yeah, felt is itchy, yeah.
But yeah, so those are my memories. Girl, Dan, did you think about your
Yes,
your
I
other
thought
memory?
of one.
Yes.
I thought of one.
Okay.
Okay, so I've done like at least 10 different cosplays, I think,
Oh,
so far. Like ones that
dang.
I've made at least. And one of the ones that I have that I really like to wear, but oftentimes people don't recognize, is Shippo from Inuyasha.
Oh,
Yes,
how do they not
yes.
recognize?
I don't know. Like I don't know. Some people just don't recognize. They even have like I made paw feet and everything.
Mhm.
And it's really nice because the cosplay is pretty comfortable to wear. The wig is just like messy hair, so I don't really have to style it too badly. Like I can take it out of the bag and be like, whoosh, 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 and it's fluffy again. It's fine. And yeah, so Shippo's really fun to wear because I can just like run around, very cozy. And I went to a convention and I was talking to the front desk because it was one of the conventions that like the hotel is literally next door to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hear a girl shouting from the across the lobby, Shippo! And I was just like,
Yeah, that happens at cons.
I was
Yep.
like, Shippo? And so I turn around and it's a girl cosplaying Kagome.
Oh,
So of course I go back,
Oh.
Kagome! And she like runs over to me. She grabs me from underneath my arms and like picks me up and spins me around. And he was just like, Shippo, 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 Shippo. And I'm like, Kagome, Kagome, Kagome. Just like in the lobby being happy nerds together. And
Nice.
another woman comes up who is like following close behind the Kagome. And she's like, oh my gosh, there's a Shippo! Do you want to come with us to our photo shoot? So the Kagome had booked a photo session with this photographer. And the photographer was like, oh, you can be the perfect accessory, let's go!
The
That's
perfect
so
accessory.
Right? So it's like,
Nice.
okay, once the photo happening? They're like, oh, we're going right now. And I was like, okay, cool, I have time. Let's go. So we go over to, like, a nearby park. I don't know any of these people. We're just all in cosplay together, right?
Another situation in which Girl DM could have never come back.
Yeah, right? Right? Just
Kidnapped
wander
by the
off.
cosplay cult instead of the Korean one this time.
Exactly. Well, okay, wait. Convention, at least, I did have more people that knew where I was, and I had a phone that worked. So it wasn't as scary, I think. Maybe.
Right.
Okay, giddy giddy safe.
Giddy giddy safe. Giddy giddy safe.
Giddy,
And so...
I'm sorry.
And so... go to this park and, like, taking pictures of with the kagome, and, like, we're doing, like, cute pictures and stuff, and the photographer is like, okay, do you guys have any other ideas of poses that you want to do? And the kagome, like, looks me up and down, and she's like, can I give you a piggyback ride? And this girl is, like, slightly taller than me.
Right.
And I was just like,
Are you sure?
are you sure you want me... I am in cosplay. I have a tail that's, like, attached on a belt that's quite heavy. I have, like, a whole bunch of additional fabric, too, because of how Shippo's outfit works. Are you sure? And she's like, I can do it. Don't worry. I've had a summer job gardening. And I was like,
Oh, wow, okay.
I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. And so, like, I go over to a bench and, like, sure enough, yep, she has no issue whatsoever giving me a piggyback ride. And so I got a couple of pictures of me and with her, and, like,
Aww.
nice, cute piggyback ride. And then, after the photo session was done, she had some other friends that she had to meet up with, so I was like, okay, bye-bye. And so then, like, the rest of the weekend, anytime we saw each other, even if we were out of cosplay, she'd be like, Shippo! And I'd be like, Kagome!
That's so cute.
Yes.
Did you guys exchange email addresses so, like, she could send you the photos and things like that?
Yeah, we actually followed each other back on Instagram. And
Oh, so
Nice.
cute.
Nice.
yeah, she
Oh, that sounds
tags
like
me every
fun.
now and again when she re-uploads the pictures sometimes, like, memories of conventions. She'll still tag me and then be like, that's Shippo! I was like, hi!
Oh, that's so cute.
That's
It
so
was
cute.
fun.
That is a good memory. That's so sweet.
Yeah. How about you, Kai? What's your convention memory?
I can think of a few that are memorable to me.
Uh-huh.
I'll try to run through them quick then, because I've been to a few cons here and there.
Oh, I see. I experienced convention goer Kai here.
It wasn't particularly like a good thing that happened, but it's like a memory that I look back to now and again that I was like, the very first convention where I met my friend Cece, if people watch my streams, it's a friend, not a VTuber, who's joined me recently. The very first con I ever met her at, she was with a bunch of her friends, and they were all dressed up like as like kind of a small group of like gothic Lolita style dresses and stuff. And so me being the only one who wasn't in cosplay, like, a lot of the times they'd get stopped for photos, and I'd help them like carry their shopping, carry their bags, etc., etc. One of them bought a lot of Gundam models, I think. But
Oh,
anyways,
cool.
so I was like carrying all this on the
Gundam.
side, and then like every 15 paces, someone else would stop them and be like, "Could I get a photo, please?" And they'd all have to like quickly throw off their bags and like pose again, and this and that, and it just went on like all afternoon, and they couldn't like stop for anything. So I thought I would be nice, and was like, "It's really stuffy in here. I'll go get like some ice cream or something," because I saw like an ice cream stand in the kind of like eating area. It's like super overpriced con ice cream, but I was like, I'll just get them all ice cream. So I got 3 ice cream cones. I gave it to them like between photo shoots, and then like they started on it, and then someone else stopped by and was like, could we get a photo, please? And they're like looking at the ice cream, and he's like, oh no, you can pose with the ice cream if you want. So they're like, oh, okay, that's good. So the 3 of them lined up carrying their little ice cream cones, and then he's just like, all right, get ready, 3, 2, plop.
Oh no!
One of the ice creams fell, and everyone just kind of like turns to look at the ice cream that fell, and then plop.
Oh no!
The second ice cream fell,
Oh
and we're like, oh no! And then plop. It was like 3 in a row. It was like plop, plop, plop.
Casualties.
That was like $18 of ice cream just on the
no!
floor. I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
Oh my! $18 worth. Oh my goodness.
R.I.P. in peace, Kai's wallet.
It's like it's expensive convention ice cream, so it's
Oh
like,
no! Convention tax.
exactly. It
Rip.
was just like, it's really funny looking back at it, but like at the time, I was just like, how does this even happen? What
Oh, this
happened?
just melted. Oh,
Exactly,
that's
it just-
unfortunate.
Plop, 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 plop. What else was there? Anime Expo was a lot of fun too, just because I'm like a really, really big Fate nerd, and I got signatures from Lancer's English voice actor and Saber's Japanese voice actor, and I still treasure them to this day.
Yeah.
I met some really good friends there too, and a lot of it was just lining up. It was like everyone called it Con.
Yes.
It was a lot of lining up. There was also a lineup of like ambulances because people kept getting heat stroke. It was really bad.
Yep, and everyone passing out. Yep.
Not enough water being drunk. People waiting in line.
Yeah. But somehow, when I went and waited in line at Fuyukomi, which is Winter Comiket in Japan, I was okay with that.
Well, because it was cooler outside.
Yeah, Fuyukomi is easy.
Yeah, it was like, no, I mean, I had to get up at 4 to take the first train, and then we sat in, like, the waiting area next to the pier for, like, 4 hours for them to open. So we were just sitting in a parking lot watching the sunrise.
Oh my goodness.
And somehow that was, like,
How
a really
romantic.
Nice that does sound lovely.
To Fuyukomi.
Was, just me and, like, 100,000 other sweaty people watching the sunrise together.
Why sweaty if you're outside and it's in the winter?
We were basically shoulder to shoulder, and
couldn't do that now. Couldn't do that now.
Nerds.
There are reasons. There are reasons why the otaku stereotype is. There was a scent. There was.
Yeah, no,
there
is a smell. There's a definite smell from convention spaces. In
there
general.
are. Yes, I'm not gonna say everyone. Like for the most part, the crowd was well kept, and they looked like not stereotypical otaku, but there were certainly examples there that skewed the scent. They were pungent.
Ooh. You hate to see it. You hate to smell it.
Hate to smell it.
But yeah, those were all fun memories I had at conventions.
Aw, that's pleasant.
Yeah, and apparently now I was apparently in the same room as Harune.
Yep.
We'll have
I'm just creating memories on the spot. Yep. That was so much fun. Yep.
all that time we spent together, Kai.
It's gonna be like oh, Kai reminisces on the time he spent with Harune at the convention.
I mean, if your friend was dressed up, I probably noticed
she was
it, 'cause
not.
I was like looking for all the team skulls. If she wasn't, then it's really hard to say if I like even. Well, at the time, like 2 years ago, we didn't know who each other was.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if you had any kind of like identifying costume feature.
Nope,
et cetera,
I did not dress up either.
Exactly, like just a face in the crowd kind of situation.
Yeah.
Generic background characters 1 and 2 requesting photos from main character 3.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I think we still have a little bit of time for my topic. What about... I mean, we all know VTubers are starting to become like a bigger thing, right? Sooner it's going to become like
What's
more
a
and more
VTuber?
mainstream.
Yes.
How do you think like a VTuber convention would work, or like a VTuber section to a convention?
Well, I could see like with the current situation, I could see having like VR chat set up kind of thing for a VTuber convention would be something doable.
Mm-hmm. Although you get headaches in VR chat, don't you?
I get headaches if it's the PC-based one, yeah. If I were to get a VR headset, it'd probably be okay, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get headaches in the PC version?
Yep. Well, not headaches, I get, like, super nauseous. Like, I can do it for about,
like,
30
desktop
minutes, and
mode.
then I need... Yeah, desktop mode. I can do it for about 30 minutes, and then I feel like I need to throw up.
Oh my gosh.
She's
like...
she's not very good at like
I get really bad
first-person
motion
shooters and
sickness.
stuff. Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like that's like the opposite for me. The first time I did headset VR chat, I think I lasted maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then I had to like I had to take the headset off, and I was like, I think I'm gonna puke. And that was the first time people had heard Ouya's voice. Because Ouya had walked in and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need some water? Do you need to breathe?" And people were like, "Is that her husband?"
Oh no!
No!
Wow,
It's manager-san. It's
Harune
manager-san.
is very, very firmly opposing the idea of being married to Uyaya.
Uyaya is my
Unlucky.
manager-san and longtime 友達. He is my 大切なお友達.
Also, Harune's a lady. Uya's a fox. Foxes and ladies can't get married.
That's right. That wouldn't work.
Manager foxes.
Right. That's like Kokon-san.
Yep. Kokon.
Oh, you mean Mia Kimino's husband? Yeah.
Oh no.
No. If she heard that, she'd be like in the comments, be like, no.
I tease.
But yeah, no, that's crazy to hear that like desktop mode is what gives you motion sickness. Because it's the headset that makes me feel yucky.
I mean, we did go around touring that, what was it recently? The V Comic-Con. So something like that, like something kind of like a virtual space.
That was so cool.
Kind of something like that. Or like even having places where people can like sit down and have panels and stuff would be doable.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Although I won't lie, I'm not gonna pretend, but like I think it would be super awesome if just like I'm gonna be selfish here for a sec, but like just VTubers all met up.
Oh, big
like
VTuber
for a
meetup,
VTuber only con where it was just other VTubers met up, just because then I don't know, I wouldn't worry so much about the anonymity. You know what? Because like we're all colleagues in the same field, and so I wouldn't feel so bad.
Yeah.
But there is kind of a running joke, but maybe will be real someday about Harucon.
Yeah.
Where do I pre-order tickets? I need one right now.
Yeah. If you pre-order tickets now, you're getting scammed. But yeah, just the idea that like, especially like really close members within the server who have like been here for like nearly since the beginning, or like we just have really, really close connections with, all meet up somewhere within the country. Whether it, I mean, it's an idea that's floating, right? And it's been floating for maybe about a year now. But just about like whether it would be here in the States or would it be in Japan or what. But like I said, I don't know how that would work because like anonymity and all that. But
I mean, I think in our group here, I might have the closest kind of experience similar to something like that already. Because so prior to debuting as a VTuber, the girl DM as a Twitter account was kind of infamous in the Overwatch community.
Right, I remember you mentioning that. Yes.
So yeah. So like people actually in the Overwatch community recognized Girl DM and like would like I could comment on things, like I have casters that I talk to on Twitter, and like people that are professional Overwatch players that I interact with and stuff on Twitter. And so when I went to BlizzCon, I told people, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be at BlizzCon, and I actually had made a little styrofoam cardboard sign that said heck on it, that was like a little speech bubble shape, and I had announced when I would be in cosplay, because I figured, like, as far as like anonymity goes, I would be more comfortable meeting up with people that I didn't really know if I'm wearing a cosplay that's like related to Overwatch. So I had Honeydew May, which is May is one of the characters in Overwatch, and one of the outfits that she has, she's a bubble tea waitress.
Ooh.
And so I had made that as a cosplay for that year, and like had a wig, had contacts, and had like whatever. So I figured, like, as far as anonymity goes, I should be safe with that.
Right.
And then I also, as kind of like a treat, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get stickers made, and I'll pass out stickers to people. And so I had ordered a stack of stickers. I think I ordered 50 stickers, and I was like, well, I'll probably only get rid of like 10 of these, but if worse comes to worse, I'll at least have like a whole bunch of cool stickers for myself to like slap onto things. So I made them. They were like a glitched notification window.
Yes,
like,
I've seen that sticker.
Yeah. So I still have it like listed online where people can order their own, but I also still have a small stack of the ones that I brought with me to BlizzCon, because actually a lot of people were looking for girl DM.
Oh,
Nice.
So I actually met up with quite a few people and passed out stickers, and even now, like, when I post, like, memories on BlizzCon or, like, talking about, like, passing out stickers, there's people that will post, like, a picture of the sticker that they received from me last year. But yeah, it was really cool to just, like, randomly meet people who were just like, oh my gosh, it's Girl DM! And I was just like, hello,
That's
it's me,
so
I'm Girl DM.
cute. I love that.
So-
That's such a wholesome story.
Yeah.
I actually have a very similar experience, like on a much smaller scale, of course. But before VTubing, I've mentioned before, I also drew like a bit of a webcomic kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I have a big following now as a VTuber, but like back then, I had also like a very small following. I think I had like maybe 250 people following me. Which is even smaller than what I have now, and now is not big. But this is like 250 people worldwide, and you were well known for Overwatch,
Yes.
and you went to BlizzCon, which is
Yes.
specifically for like Overwatch.
Yeah, for Blizzard games, yeah.
Exactly. So like, you know, globally people would go to BlizzCon, whereas I drew this comic. I also got a discount coupon, so I got 50 stickers printed for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I'll be at this local con. If anyone is there too, I'll give you a free sticker. And I was like expecting not to give out any of the stickers. And especially because it wasn't that well known. And I looked nothing like the character depicted in the comic. It was like a really long pink-haired girl in the comic. And I got her printed as stickers and stuff. 2 people actually came up to me and were like, Are you the one who writes so-and-so comic? And I was like,
Are you the writer?
And I gave away less than 5 stickers, but
That's still really cool.
it was like, given that it was like not a like topic specific con, and it was like very local, not one that like people would go to worldwide. The fact that 2 people in my city found me and were just like, do you write this
Is
comic?
this
We
you?
still follow it every week. And I'm like,
Thank you. Have a sticker.
indeed. I've still got like I think I've got like 40 something left
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
on my shelf here.
When
Just stop
KaiCon comes around, you can hand those stickers out too.
I haven't written that comic in like a year and a half though. Like it's dead. That
Doesn't
comic's
matter.
dead.
Doesn't matter.
That sticker is still you though. Like that's still associated with you. So even if it's not about the comic, when KaiCon comes around, you can be like, I'm gonna be at this location. I'm gonna hand out stickers that look like blank. Come find me, and they will.
I like how it's like you everyone gets their own specific con. When it's Girl DM con,
Yeah,
Girl
GirlCon.
Girlcon.
Con,
Girl
Girl Con.
GirlCon.
Where I con everybody.
Yeah.
Con.
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 No, but yeah, like your idea for like a virtual convention.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
That
is
sounds
much
sick.
it's much better than what the idea I had, where everyone's just like, everyone gets an assistant carrying an iPad. And we're all just VTubers on the iPads walking
No,
around.
that would be sad because then you can't interact with people so much. Although I would like to once the virus situation is settled, be able to like actually meet up with like do a VTuber meetup. I think would be really fun to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both Canadian, so that's pretty easy for us even
Yeah,
now.
true.
Because
I'm
you can
pretty
travel
cool.
within
Yeah,
Canada,
we can travel in
so.
Canada. I know Harune.
Harune.
Come, hop the border.
I just
Hop
have.
the border.
Yeah, there's just a border separating us.
Hop the border.
So
Hop the
close.
border.
Yeah. I'm actually closer to Harune
Oh
than
yeah,
Girl
by
DM,
quite a
but
bit.
Girl
But I'm
DM's
in Canada, so you don't have.
By quite
I can
yeah,
technically.
we're in the same time zone. We're in the same time zone. You're on the other end of the country.
Yeah, I'm not
so.
in the same. I'm 3 hours earlier than Harune and Kai.
What?
Mm-hmm. I think like, yeah, we're like a couple hours drive away, even by like, you know, crossing borders and stuff.
Whereas for me, it would probably be
We're close.
closer to like a 10-hour
flight.
drive. I think the flight itself is 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, because I have flown to the airport there before.
Mm-hmm. And I have family where you live, so I've been
Yep.
there too.
Yeah, but Kai doesn't tell me when visiting family. Nope. Has never
Bruh,
told
Kai,
me.
SMH my head. SMH my head.
The last time I went was last March. I wasn't a VTuber yet. I
amazing.
didn't
Do you
know
hear
who
these
you were.
excuses?
I wasn't
Do
into
you hear
Overwatch.
these excuses, Harune?
I hear
can't
them, and
believe it.
they're not cutting
They're not
it,
cutting
Kai.
it. You gotta do better than that, Kai.
They're not cutting it. Yeah, the next
well-
the next time you go visit family, you better call up Girl DM, or else she gonna fishtail slap you with her
I'll smack you.
With
I'll bring
her-
my sword.
hair.
I'll bring my sword. I have 3.
Yeah, well, I didn't tell Harune I was going to Anime Expo either, and things just happened.
Yeah, you still met up with Harune.
Things
still
just
didn't meet.
met up with Harune. No excuses.
Yeah, these
No
things just
excuses.
happen. Why don't you put some effort into it, huh? Why didn't you come find me when I went to visit family?
Because
Huh?
I was
Huh?
working
Huh?
full time.
I came into your turf, and you didn't even come out to greet me with tea and
I was
biscuits.
working, or possibly in Japan.
Oh,
Possible.
they show. That's true.
Uh-huh.
True.
So
True.
what I can take,
It's
what
okay
I
if
can
Windows-
take, when I can take
one
from this
day.
argument is, it's Kai's fault.
Ayo.
No, the next time,
Poor
Kai.
Kai.
Kai, let's go hold baby kangaroos. Because there's a kangaroo farm.
Baby
We can go hold baby kangaroos.
Cute.
Yeah, Joey's.
Cute.
They've
You've got Kai
Yep.
committed. He's like, baby kangaroos, I'm
hold
in.
baby kangaroos. Hold the Joeys. They're cute.
Yeah. Also, Harune's got me promised, like, for a food tour when she comes to the city, so you can buy 2. You're basically the bill's on me. If
I
you
love
guys come
food.
over.
It's all I eat.
Kai, no,
That's all I eat. I only eat food. How about you, Harune?
It's all
How
I eat
about
too.
you, Kai?
I can't stop myself.
Actually, there are a lot of VTubers in this city.
Yep.
Like, a lot.
It's the VTuber
Yeah.
mecca.
The
Mecca.
That's
well, I
so
mean, that's Japan.
strange.
That's Japan, but no. Yeah, like, I think, off the top of my head, I can name at least, like, 5 or 6 VTubers
That's super weird.
Yeah,
in
that's
my
crazy.
city.
That's
like,
super
I
weird.
think
within
I
a half hour
can name
drive
one
from me.
more that's like near to me, but that's only because she became a VTuber after I did. Because she's one of my friends.
Ah.
I love her though. She's great.
No, yeah, we've got a bunch. One that I can talk about for sure, because we've both mentioned the city we're from, is Pending. Me and Pending are from the same city. Funny
That's so
story
sweet.
too. Funny story. Me and Pending are probably like 20 minutes drive from each other.
Nice.
Because
Nice.
I was like, the funny story, like, I was looking at a menu, wondering what to have for lunch, and Harune was like, "Oh, let me see the menu. So I sent her the menu, but she forgot she was sharing screen with Pending at the time, and Pending was like, "I know that restaurant. It's like 5 minutes from me," and I'm like, "That restaurant's also really close to me," and it's just like, oh.
Whoops.
Yeah, he was like, do your restaurant websites usually have the .ca? And I was like, no, like, this was linked from a friend, and he was like, oh, this is really close to me. I was like, oh,
Yeah. He did say when pandemic's over, we're going for lunch. So.
Nice.
lucky.
Yeah, I get to eat with
Nice.
Pending.
Is Pinto gonna come too?
Maybe we'll see.
I hope
We'll
Pinto
have to
comes.
see.
I love Pinto.
Pinto is a cutie.
Pinto is
Pinto.
Pending's hamster.
Which
Yes.
he doesn't eat.
Don't eat.
Don't
No.
tell him to
Don't
eat
eat
Pinto.
Pinto.
No, don't eat the Pinto.
You can eat pinto
Not
beans,
Pinto,
but not
no.
not the hamster.
All right, so that was memories of conventions and a possible Harukon, GirlCon, and
And
etc.
KaiCon.
etc.
One day.
One day,
One
when
day.
those you guys come to
Mm-hmm.
KaiCon, I will
Yay!
buy you
I
food.
love food.
Yay!
It's
It's all
I
she
eat.
eats. We can make the joke 3 times before it's not funny anymore. Ha 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 ha.
So
Yes.
one more time, right?
Yes, one more time.
Yes.
One more time.
We'll
We'll
call it
circle
back at the
We'll
end
circle
at the
back.
end of
Don't
the
worry about
episode.
it.
Well,
Exactly.
it'll be how we
So,
wrap things up.
What topics did you guys bring to the table?
Well, maybe I'll go next just because mine's a little bit more on the boring side. So, well, I'll be sandwiched in between 2 very interesting and engaging topics. But
Harune, I would never call you boring.
She was talking about the
Not
topic,
yet.
not
Out loud.
herself. Harune's not boring. How dare you threaten her? I'm watching you. You're on,
Girl's
you're
face,
on
she's
thin
just
ice,
like-
buddy.
It's okay. I know I can be boring sometimes. I bore myself
Never.
sometimes.
Never. Not out loud.
You're on thin ice. Thin ice. Thin heckin' ice, buddy.
But today's topic was something that some of us, but not all of us, had to do today. It was
Shopping?
if these hands could reach you.
What a threat! What a threat!
It was turning back our clocks.
Oh.
Talking
yes.
about daylight savings time.
Yes.
What the heck is it? Why do we do it? Who does it?
No.
Because not everybody does. But before I even get into that, I always like to preface with what you guys know. So what do you know about daylight savings time? You guys do it.
My phone does it automatically for me, so now I no longer do it. But I know it's happened still. Yeah. As far as I know, it was to... Cause sorry. It's the evening here. Yawning a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to yawn too.
As far as I know, because when you start getting into wintertime, your daylight hours kind of shift a little bit because axis rotation stuff, whatever, sunlight hours, blah, blah, blah. And daylight savings time, that kind of shift makes it so that you have, quote-unquote, more daylight time in the morning once you start getting that sunlight shift. And I'm pretty sure that's why it happens, but I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it makes me, extra sleepy and messes up my sleep schedule for a bit. And also, the day after daylight savings time tends to be when car accidents peak. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I actually just heard that stat this afternoon when I was, reading up on this. It was that's... Yep. It's, the most... The most tragic time for... And you know what? It's so true. It's so true. Today was awful. I mean, but today's weather was bad too, so who knows? But Kai, what do you know? What do you think you know?
Nothing formal about it. It's always just something that I understood based on its name. Like DM said, it's like daylight savings. You're trying to fit the days so that you get the most optimal amount of sunlight during waking hours, kind of thing.
And both of you, for a large part, would be correct. I feel like I remember hearing... So, I had grown up sort of being told the same, except I think the explanation to me was that, so my state gets... we're on the pretty low spectrum in terms of how much sunshine we get in our state. So depression levels are quite high, especially during the fall and winter. Especially during the winter because, it's cloudy so often and things like that. So, I remember being told at some point in my life that, yes, for all the same reasons, to optimize daylight hours, but it was for, working people so that they just didn't feel so down, right? They could get up in the morning with some sunshine. They work all day, and then when they leave, they could still catch a bit of sunshine at the end of the workday. And I never questioned it because I never really cared as a kid growing up. But I felt like I had also heard at some point that had something to do with farmers.
Yeah.
Farm workers had more daylight hours specifically to do the work. But as I was reading today, as I was doing research for this, it has nothing to do with farmers. In fact,
Shocked?
you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised. Daylight savings time was its very first occurrence was used in 1908 in Thunder Bay, Canada.
Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay.
Isn't that a seasoning?
Thunder Bay. I have never heard of that.
No. There's something Bay.
You're thinking of bay leaves.
Is it Old Bay?
知らないよ.
No.
I know there's Old Spice.
Seasoning. Old Bay seasoning. Okay, it's not Thunder Bay. Okay.
Old Bay.
Okay.
You're thinking
Never
Old
mind.
Bay. You're thinking Old Bay. Yes.
That's
Never
okay.
mind.
Close enough though. So that wasn't when it became official though. So it was first. It started July 1st. Mm-hmm. July 1st, 1908. residents of Port Arthur, Ontario, known as today's Thunder Bay, turned their clocks forward by 1 hour to start the world's first daylight savings time. And then from there, places, Regina in Saskatchewan followed in 1914.
Saskatchewan.
Cities of Winnipeg
Saskatchewan.
Cities in Winnipeg, or the cities of Winnipeg and Brandon in Manitoba did in April 24th, 1916. So it seemed like it sort of grew and spread. However, the first countries to as a whole country to make the conscious decision to start using daylight savings time was actually Germany and Austria in 1916, and it was during the First World War. Specifically for to minimize the use of artificial lighting to save fuel for the war effort.
Oh.
Yes, and then apparently UK and France followed after, along with many other countries. And then apparently it seems like after World War I, a lot of countries changed back. And then it wasn't until the next World War that people were like, okay, well, it worked the first time. We're gonna... That's right. So, as of today, about how many? I think it said today approximately 70 countries use daylight savings time. So it says Japan, India, and China are the only major industrialized countries that do not observe some form of daylight savings. So there are places like Egypt, Namibia, Bangladesh, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Mongolia, oddly enough, some regions of Palestine, Australia, the UK, so yeah, parts of the UK, if not all. I'm not actually sure. I think it says all of UK. The US, Canada, it says, oddly enough, excluding Saskatchewan in parts of Quebec.
Saskatchewan was like, hey,
BC,
never
and
mind.
Ontario. So I guess not everybody's...
We don't want it anymore. No.
Yeah, they were like, maybe. Oddly enough, Greenland. Not sure why. In South America, Argentina, Brazil, although equatorial Brazil does not observe daylight savings time. Chile.
Chile.
And for some reason on this list it says Antarctica.
Well, I feel
not sure why Antarctica would
I mean, there is
daylight's a little strange
one,
down there,
the
anyways.
science
So
study-based place. So I guess if they're doing
okay.
the
I guess they're
daylight
like,
savings,
well, we'll
they
just
might
keep
be
up with everyone else.
Might as well.
Yeah. But apparently, so it says here, who invented daylight savings time? So if you think daylight savings time is a good idea, thank New Zealand scientist George Vernon Hudson and British builder William Willett. So it says in 1895, Hudson presented a paper to the Wellington Philosophical Society proposing a 2-hour shift forward in October and a 2-hour shift back in March. There was interest in the idea, but it never followed through. In 1905, independently from Hudson, the British builder William Willett suggested setting the clocks ahead 20 minutes on each of the 4 Sundays in April and switching them back by the same amount on each of the 4 Sundays in September, a total of 8 time switches.
That would be so much to pay attention to.
That's
a lot of work.
Oh,
that's
my
a lot of
goodness.
work. And then some people apparently give credit to Ben Franklin for some finanglings of it, but yeah. So I guess there's there are people who seem like they took that idea and sort of ran with it in a couple of different directions. I would never want to change my clock multiple times. I can't even there have been times or years where we've done either daylight saving starts or ends, and I haven't changed my clock in for an entire month. And then I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I guess I'll change it.
Thanks for reminding me. I've got a clock hanging above my computer. I still haven't changed yet. I've changed the one next to my bed, but not the one above my desk.
Oof. But yeah, so I can't imagine having to work with the upkeep
Yeah,
of
that would
just
be
changing it
way
every
too
20
much.
minutes. And like, how do you even 20 minutes?
Mhm.
That's so annoying.
Yeah,
And you have
that
to do
would
it
be- I
every
would
week,
not
too.
handle
Yeah.
that. No.
That's
You
too
miss
much.
one
Yeah.
week and everything's thrown out of whack.
True. You have to go ask your neighbors. You're like, what time is it?
Neighbor,
Like,
what time is it? I didn't.
I don't
set
get it
my time.
anymore. Yeah.
Computers are so convenient. All my clocks now change themselves except this
Because of
one
computer
wall
clock.
clock.
In fact, it's funny that you mentioned that because on Saturday, so Halloween, I taught. So during the time in which we were recording this, it was yesterday. I was teaching. I was like bringing my last student in for her lesson, and she's like 6. And I was like, you excited to change your clocks back? That means you get an extra hour of sleep. And she just kind of like stops what she's doing. She looks at me. She goes, I don't have a clock. And I was like,
no.
what? What do you mean you don't know? No, first she asked me, what's a clock?
What?
The
I was like,
The youth.
Child?
What do you mean? What's a clock? I was like, the thing that tells time? And she was like, we don't have those. I was like, what? Then how do you know what time it is? She goes, I have an iPad that wakes me up.
Gosh.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh
my
Hey,
gosh.
the
You hate
youth
to
of
see it.
today.
You hate to see it.
No.
Today. Oh.
I was a little
tiny
bit
bit.
shook. Not gonna lie.
Wait, 6 years old? Did they not have those? Did they not have those exercises at school with the clock face? Where
That's
they make
what
you
I
tell
would.
the time?
That's what I would think. Like schools have clocks. Like they do teach children how to read time on an analog clock.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah, I very much remember that being like a
don't
worksheet
know.
I had to do.
Yeah.
As a
Not a thing anymore.
And that was when like digital clocks were more of a thing. So
I don't
I don't know. That was a bit cringe.
kid. No, kindergartens teach you how to set an iPad now. Apparently.
Oof. I hope not. Someone teach
No.
that child to read a clock, please. Teach your kids how to read clocks. Please, I beg of you. Any viewers out there with children, teach them how to read clocks.
I beg.
I beg of you. Teach them. Buy him a watch. Ask him how it
There.
works. Please. There. That's my plea to the viewers. Please, I beg of you.
You've
But,
saved the youth of today,
The youth
Harune.
have
Good
been
job.
rescued. Rescue.
Yeah, Teach them Roman
Roman
numerals too,
Roman
okay?
numbers
It's just
are
cool to
important.
know, okay? Yeah, just
Also, cursive. Kids don't
Yeah.
really write cursive anymore. It's kind of like, it feels so weird because I wrote cursive for so long. It actually took me a bit to remember how to print, like block print letters.
See,
and like when you're
I,
taking notes, it's so much
I hated
faster
cursive
to write in
'cause I'm
cursive.
left-handed
It
and
is.
cursive is not designed for left-handed writing. It is not.
Oh no, it is not.
Oh,
It
yes,
smudges
I
you
can-
up so
I can
bad.
see.
Because
the
you're supposed
issue
to
there,
pull
yes.
most of the time, and when you're left-handed, it's just push. So it's you catch the page, and
Right.
it's really
Yeah.
annoying, and it's really uncomfortable to write for long periods of time. So I hated when we were in like, oh, you have to write this whole paper in cursive. I was like, great, I get to suffer for this entire writing.
Mm-hmm.
That
Basically,
sucks.
since I learned cursive, I just like haven't gone back to print writing now
Wowie.
until I started digital art. Actually, when I started drawing comics, people couldn't read my cursive because it's all like cursive is a kind of handwriting that's like very like specific to yourself.
Yes, it's like a signature.
But a lot of my older readers had no problem reading my cursive. It's all the youngins who are like, "What is this gobbledygook?"
letter?
And I'm like, "What? Does school not teach you cursive anymore?" And they
No.
straight up were just like, "No."
Every time I write cursive Z's, people, I still have like adults who are older than me who are like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Don't you know it's a cursive Z?
Excuse you?
Excuse you, read." But yeah,
To be
no.
fair, I feel like everyone has a bit of their own flair when it comes to cursive. So
But like a cursive Z is a standard. Like there's only one way to write a cursive Z, like in cursive.
Yeah, there's only one way. It looks kind of like F. It looks kind of like F, but
It's
it's
like a
like a 3 with
three.
a loop at the bottom instead. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Kai's like, I don't know how to read that. That's,
No,
Kai,
I mean, I write cursive. Like
But-
I know how to read it. I write cursive. So.
but do you write cursive Z's like that?
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
There
had
you
nothing
go.
to add after.
There you go. Okay. All right.
After the way she described it, I was like, yeah, that's it.
You sounded like you were like unbelieving, and I was like,
How do you not know
if you
this,
write cursive?
gamer?
Come
'Cause
on,
it's, like,
gamer.
It's super automatic for me. My hand just goes. I had to like think about the way she was describing it, and I'm like, no, yeah, That's accurate. That's how a curse of Zed looks like.
Zed.
Ugh, Zed. That's so cute. All right, I'm sorry. So that's the end of my topic there. More information sharing than really
It's cool, though.
a form
It's
of
cool, though.
discussion.
It's-
But because I had wondered, like, does everyone do daylight savings time? Like, who does, who doesn't? How am I supposed to remember? Like, who makes that distinction? But yeah, now I know. And I definitely know why now, and it makes way more sense. But like, really,
Not
we don't
anymore,
really
really.
need it anymore. I feel like.
Yeah,
So
I
why
don't
is it
know.
still a
Just
thing?
to-
Couldn't tell you. But
Maybe it's for car.
I think old habits
maybe it's
die
for car
hard.
insurance
And
companies.
we need the business. In fact, actually, in the same stat that, you know, where I heard that about the increase in car crashes the day after daylight savings, it also said that research had actually showed that energy consumption actually would go up by 1%. So it really didn't save anything. And it's just because of the modern day, and because we have no reason to really like work towards saving energy. Like, no one knows why we do this anymore. If everyone was like, listen, we're doing this because we're trying to conserve energy and, you know, be better to our planet, make sure to shut your lights off during the day. Like, if you have daylight times, if you have sunshine, keep your lights off, right? And plus, like, we all use...
Oh, sorry, no. You go ahead and finish first?
Well, I was just going to say, and we use electronics all the time. It wasn't, you know, we can't really do the same kind of energy conservation as, you know, people could do back during the war times, because, I mean, we use computers every day. We have, you know, different forms of technology that we use every day that run on power that we can't really, it doesn't really matter what time of day it is, you know?
What's that thing? Do you guys have that thing? It's like called not Green Day, but it's like something where you just turn off all electronic devices for like 12 hours.
There
or
is like something like World
What?
World Energy Use Day or something like that, where you're supposed to.
Oh.
Right. I don't think it's like a national thing for us, because we do it like maybe
I don't
twice
know.
a year.
I haven't paid attention
Where
to any of that.
We just like all devices,
Yeah.
everything goes off for like however long. So it's like we turn off all the computers, we turn off all the lights. I mean, there's some things that we just kind of leave running, like the fridge.
Right.
I very much remember one time, like, my family just sitting in the dark eating ice cream.
That's so sweet, though.
It's like we had no, like, we didn't turn on the TV, we didn't turn on anything, kind of thing. So I had a little, like, hand crank
I had one of
flashlight.
those.
I'm just sitting there, like, cranking it, reading an Archie's comic, eating ice cream. I very much remember this.
I don't think we've done anything like
Yeah.
that specifically, but my family is really stringent on, like, all the lights being off, and if you're not using it, it needs to be turned off and unplugged and whatnot. And then usually in summertime, we don't turn on the air conditioning unless it's like past 90 in the house. And then in wintertime, we usually don't turn on the heat unless the entire family is home. And I think it's once the house gets below... I think usually it's like if the house inside gets below 14 Celsius. 14 Celsius to F. Let's see. Once it gets to like 57 degrees inside the house, that's when we turn the heater on.
Oh, heck! That's so cold!
I mean, I can tolerate that, but like I would know my parents would. Like,
we usually
very
only
much
have the
complain.
heater
I would
on
die.
for like maybe 3 hours in the evening when Mom DM and Dad DM are home and they want to watch K-dramas in the living room. Then they'll turn on the heater. But otherwise, nope, we just have the fan running inside so that if there's any like residual heat coming from any of the rooms, it just gets circulate through the house. Yeah,
It can circulate and stuff. Yeah, I think the only time we ever had, like, all appliances off for any extended period of time was, like, the blackout of 2003.
Oh.
And that was not even, like, a coordinated event. That was, like, a big... What happened? A series of faults caused by tree branches touching power lines in Ohio, which were then complicated by human error, software issues, and equipment failures, led to the most widespread blackout in North American history. And it it affected most of the northeastern and Midwest U.S. and then apparently the Canadian province of province of Ontario.
Oh, we didn't have that because I'm on the West Coast. Ay.
Yeah, so right. Kai, do you remember? Were you affected by the blackout? You're close enough that it might have.
Yeah, I remember it being a big thing. I didn't remember the specific year. The weird thing was
2003.
you mentioned it, and I'm like trying to think. I'm like, did we have that? And then I'm like, oh wait, we don't live in the same city. But then I'm like, I feel like we had that.
Yeah.
2003. I mean, 2003 was 17 years ago.
Little
Babby times.
The Babby
Babby
years.
times.
I was in grade school.
Samesies.
Like, I don't remember stuff from grade
What?
school. I could
Oh.
barely
You
remember what I had
don't?
for lunch yesterday.
I remember exactly what I was doing. I was over at my grandma's and I went to the neighbor's house to like play, and then I came back because it was over in the summer, and I was like, Grandma, you know, because she had made popsicles earlier
Yeah.
just by like freezing some Kool-Aid, and I was like, hey, I'd like a popsicle. And so we like opened her fridge and her freezer, and it was like,
Yeah.
you know how like the lights turn on when you open it, right?
Mhm.
Completely shut off. Nothing was running. We tried turning on the lights. We couldn't like call my parents to like figure
Yeah.
because we thought it was just like a her problem. But then the neighbors that I was just playing with were like,
oh, yeah. that's
yo,
not
everything's
like
out. And we're like, what the heck? So yeah, eventually we found out it was widespread. And I just remember that night, Mama Renee and Papa Renee had taken all the candles that we have in the house because Mama Renee really likes candles. And just arranging them all in the living room. And so we had all of these candles on, and we all like
Aw.
slept on the living room floor.
Aw,
Yeah,
cute.
I actually have really fond memories. I really, really enjoyed that. But I think at least I can understand how my parents might have been nervous because
Yeah.
we did not know how long that was going to last for.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like, how long can we survive like this? Right? But, yeah.
Nice.
No, that was a good time.
Nice.
It was a good time for me.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah. Totally. How did that happen?
To blackout.
Daylight
I think
savings
it was
time to
saving
blackout
energy,
to energy.
sending-
Yeah,
save
energy
and then-
conservation and then blackout.
Energy conservation. Yeah,
That's
because
right.
I was asking about the thing where it was like, oh, do you just turn
Yeah,
off
there we
your
go.
power for 12 hours?
That's what I got
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good segue. It
There
was a good segue.
there was an appropriate segue.
There we go.
Well,
alrighty, Goral. What's your topic?
Is it snacks? Is it snacks? Is it snacks?
I don't have snack. Oh, I do have wasabi peas.
No, mine
Those are so good. Oh my gosh.
What is your least favorite food and why? I love food. It's all I
I love
eat.
food. That's all I eat.
It's
We
only
brought it back.
there we
Yeah,
go.
we
There we
brought it
go.
back. We brought it- yay,
Hey,
we
we
brought it
did
back.
it.
Me personally,
We did it.
like the
There you go.
two main things that I like cannot. Well, one of them I can if I really gum on, if I really do my best, I can eat it. But the other one is just a big no. So the one that if I have to, I can force myself to eat them is mushrooms. I absolutely like the texture of mushrooms.
Really?
And the smell of mushrooms. Like, even a whole bunch of different ones. I really, really don't like it. It gives me the shivers. I'm just like, I don't want to eat it. But if I have to, I will eat them. Like, if I'm at a friend's place or if I'm at, like, a restaurant and I can't pick it out without being rude, then I will just, I'll do my best and I will eat them. Or just swallow them whole so I don't have to chew it. Oh yeah, no, I'll
Swallow
treat
them
them
whole.
like taking vitamins and I'll just like swallow them whole because I really don't like the texture of them or the smell or the taste. And then the other one that I absolutely cannot stand, even if you like the one that I'll like take a sip of something and if I taste it I'll just be like, oh, never mind, I'm okay, thank you, is bananas. Oh yeah. The taste
Really?
of bananas,
the
the smell of
flavor of
bananas, the
bananas?
texture of bananas. It's like no bananas.
Really? So you can't eat bananas?
Even in like a smoothie, I don't. It's an active choice.
She doesn't eat bananas.
Even like in smoothies, because people are like, oh, put a banana in your smoothie. I'll be like, not making that smoothie. Because I just don't. I can taste it. Banana's just so overpowering in everything it's in. Congratulations! I will
love
give you
bananas.
all my
Bananas are
bananas
great.
then.
You know, that kind of...
Free bananas for you.
You get free bananas.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Back
Monkey.
back to monkey.
Back to monkey.
I feel like I was kind of the same way with banana. Not to that aggressive of an extent where like I couldn't have it in anything. I could eat bananas just fine. I liked fresh bananas. But I don't like banana flavored things. Like artificial banana flavoring is terrible. And I didn't like strawberry banana smoothies. I thought anything with banana in it just tasted weird. Like if I was gonna have a banana, give me it with some peanut butter or something, and that's it. Or plain. But now I can do it. Now I can do it just fine. I don't have any problems with bananas. I love bananas in a lot of stuff. I'm okay. I put bananas in my salad.
Wow, you're so strong.
So.
Monkey power.
Monkey power.
Back to monkey.
Back to monkey.
So do you have anything
strong.
specific that like you completely avoid, or like if you see it, you're like, I'd rather not eat that kind of thing?
I'll let Kai go first.
Oh.
Why not? You're the final person, so
Why?
like if it's not, I've already said mine, and if it's not Harune, it has to be you. Dun dun dun.
Da da da.
I'm the like I do have food I don't like, but as the eldest son of the family, I was always like, oh you gotta lead good example, be responsible. So there's a lot of there are select foods I don't like, but I would still eat it. I would force myself to eat it just to be a good example.
Yeah, okay.
Given the
what
choice,
foods would
I'd
those
still
be
avoid
then?
it.
If you have
but,
given the choice, avoid. Melons.
Oh, that's right. Wait, you would still eat them though, to set a good example?
I would have one piece, and it's like it's not revolting, but it's like given the choice. I'm not a fan of like watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew.
What? Papaya?
Papayas too. Papayas are kind of.
Oh my god, I love papaya. I love melons.
But why not papaya?
I love mangoes. Mangoes are great.
Papaya and mango are
papaya's pretty close to a mango,
They're like
honestly.
close sisters.
I feel like the texture of papaya. I feel like the texture of the papaya reminds me too much of honeydew.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I'm very much the type that prefers like grains and meat over veg, but like still there's a lot of veg I would eat. There is a very specific dish that my mom really likes called Veggie Rice, which is just like boiled white rice with like chopped veg. I think it's like cabbage, but it could be something else. I'm not sure. Chinese cabbage rice or something like that.
My mom makes that with like it's like shredded chopped cabbage and like I think with like either like minced garlic and salt or something like that.
Something like that, but it's just like it has
really
such a strong smell to it. I'm not a fan.
Oh really? I really like it.
Yeah, my mom loves it, so she gets all of it. But it's like I'm not a big fan of that. Bananas I'm okay with. Bananas are actually like
default fruit. Just go for the bananas.
Wow.
Because I'm always like I'm
monkey.
You are a monkey.
I'm too lazy. Like whenever my parents are like, "Oh, eat some fruit after dinner," I'm like too lazy to peel an orange. I'm too lazy to get a knife to peel an apple.
You realize you can eat this. You realize you don't have to peel the apple.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. I realize I don't, but then I have to deal with like the seeds and the core and the sticker that's on it and all that. Whereas banana, I just like pop, 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 and I'm good.
The sticker that's on apples are my mortal enemy. Yes, I fight with those. And the thing is I can't bite into an apple whole. I have to slice my apples.
Oh.
So, and it's not like my jaw isn't big enough to like bite down on an apple, but I had braces when I was in high school. So I try to make sure that I keep my teeth in pretty good shape. So I try not to like, they say like biting on an apple can like really mess you up. So I try not to do that. But yeah, no, every time I have to like, so every time I slice an apple, getting the sticker off the apple skin is the worst. Like I always end up like kind of bruising the apple on my own or like ending up having to like dig underneath the skin of the apple and peeling that chunk of the apple skin off just to take the sticker off. I don't know. It's I have two mortal enemies on this planet: apple stickers and the plastic bags at grocery stores.
I get
I
it.
can't.
No, I get
I
it.
can't.
get
I
it.
can't open the bags at grocery stores. I'm
Oh,
always the
man.
one who's standing there, like, microscopically inspecting a bag, trying to, like, peel it open between my two dry fingers. It's the worst.
No,
I
that was
can't
my
do
brother
it.
today. We went shopping today, and I'm just like standing there watching him struggle with this bag. and I'm
That's
just
me
like,
all the time.
Just give it here. Just give it here.
Exhale onto your finger like
Yes.
the style, and so that you get it damp.
I would.
Stick,
I would if
stick
I didn't
your,
have to wear a
your
mask.
finger on the inner part of your mask where it's damp from your exhaling, and get your finger damp that way. Or no, go over to
That
the
defeats
hand
the purpose of
sanitizer.
mask, but all right.
Use the hand sanitizer.
That, you know what? They only have hand sanitizer at the entrance, and it's wet wipes.
Oh.
But what I do sometimes if I'm close enough is I'll
Oh
run
my
to the
gosh,
vegetable
Harune!
area, like the fresh vegetable area where they have like the
Harune.
mister, and I'll just like stick my hand in the mister.
Oh my god. No. Just rub your hands together. Rub your hands
Oh,
together.
no.
That I
You
do
sweat.
do. I just sit
Wait,
there
wait,
and
wait.
just,
Like,
Here, I have a better
like
idea. I
a
have a better
fly
idea.
on a
Make
piece
sure
of...
you will either always get
Yes.
a refrigerated drink or a frozen item, and then stick your finger onto that, and then you either get
Oh,
like
that's a good idea.
frozen, like you can get like
Yes.
chicken nuggies, or you can get like jalapeno poppers as like a treat for yourself,
Nuggies.
or a drink that you like, and then
Yes.
you'll
Ooh.
just be like, woohoo! I get to go grocery shopping, and I get to get a drink for myself. Otherwise, I can't open the
True.
bags. Ta-da!
That's right. That's
Uh-huh.
my
I
excuse to
can't-
myself.
yeah,
Well, I need this
yeah,
drink.
exactly.
I can't open the bags otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Big brain moment.
Justified.
Justified. But yeah, so those are my two mortal enemies. But yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, Kai. I interrupted you. Go right ahead.
No. I mean, melons.
Ape together strong.
Sea cucumbers. I'm not a fan of sea cucumber.
In what occasion would you have to eat a sea cucumber?
It's actually a fairly common ingredient used in Chinese
wait,
banquets.
how often do you have banquets?
Really?
You have banquets?
Yes.
Are you a prince? Are you a prince?
Well, for like holidays and stuff.
Prince
Are you a
Kai?
prince? Kai a prince?
Suge!
Suge na.
No. In like Chinese style restaurants, we've got different styles of restaurants. Kind of like the casual Sunday eateries and all that are called sasantang, which is like kind of they're kind of like your Denny's, kind of like your
a family
So like
restaurant?
your quick running
Your Applebee's.
diners.
Exactly. Your Applebee's. They're kind of like family restaurants, yes. But then we've also we've got ones called CableOW, which are more high class. That's where you go for like Peking duck and like all the like more fancy things. You get lobster and XO sauce, curry crab, da 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 da. Like it's a very specific type of Chinese cuisine. Usually we would go for like special occasions, like a family member's birthday, or maybe, a holiday kind of thing, Chinese New Year, Mid-Autumn Festival, those kinds of things.
Yes.
So, or sometimes if we just feel like having Peking duck, we would end up like going to those styles of restaurants. And usually, if it's like Peking duck night, then we usually don't get it. But if it's like a bigger banquet and it comes like as a set menu, you'll get like Chinese veg with like mushrooms and oyster sauce and sea cucumber. And sea cucumber is very gelatinous. Imagine eating like gelatin, like a gelatin dessert.
Okay.
A mixture between a gelatin dessert and a fruit gummy.
Okay.
But it tastes like someone whispered the word fish from the other room, like vague fish flavor.
Fish. This might be fish.
So yeah, it kind of feels like cartilage, I guess, like bone. If you ever have like soft bone ribs, it's like biting. Oh, it's true. You don't eat meat. Harune, it's kind of like soft bones, like in the ribs. It's like eating cartilage.
That sounds difficult and a little tedious. On the because you're just like,
no.
I don't know if I should spit this out or if I should keep chewing.
Specifically, the really jelly-like ones.
Oh, I'd eat it.
Wow. Does Harune have
It'll be fine.
anything that's...
Chicken feet. We both don't
Yes,
like chicken feet.
yeah, I can't do feet.
Speaking of cartilage,
What's wrong
I
with
can't
chicken
do feet.
cartilage, yes, we don't like chicken feet.
Too much cartilage. It just seems like more work than it's worth. It's visually very
Harune
unappetizing.
doesn't want to put chicken toes in her mouth.
Exactly. That's
No,
literally it. Like
yeah.
I can't bring myself to even just fathom the experience of inserting chicken feet into my mouth. But Mama Renee
Especially once you
absolutely
get, like-
loves
Oh,
chicken
sorry.
feet.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. No, what were you gonna say, Kai?
No, like especially after you get all the cartilage out, you just get all the knuckles in your mouth.
That's
just
right.
get
You
like a
gotta
mouthful
spit all.
of
You gotta
bones.
spit all the bones out, and it's just like,
Mhm.
like,
like watermelon seeds. Ugh.
we get seedless. We
To
get
spit out
seedless
the
watermelons because I
seeds?
can't be
Why
bothered
don't
to
you can just
to
eat the seeds.
keep speaking. Yeah. But I don't want to do that either. I would just rather get seedless.
She'll have a
Oh my
watermelon
goodness.
grow out of her
That's-
belly
that's
button.
why-
Stop, I used
there
to
we go.
believe
That's
that.
the true
Stop
reason why
it.
Harune won't eat.
Stop
won't eat the watermelon.
it.
Oh,
No,
Kai
I
will
don't
eat
eat watermelon.
too. You two are too scared. That's why Kai is just terrified of the watermelon going out of his stomach. That's why he doesn't eat it.
No, I love watermelon. We just normally buy seedless because it's just easier. I mean, sometimes we'll buy seeded watermelon and then we normally try to
Uh-huh.
spit the watermelon seeds as far as we can. But
you get more distance. You
um,
get more distance if you squeeze them between your
but
fingers. Because they have that kind of
Ooh, I believe that.
sometimes.
I'll have to try
and
that
that
next time.
way it's like you can just like
right, yes,
shoot them
just
like
go,
bullets.
like a
sometimes.
bullet.
It's great. Yeah.
That's so fun. But yes, so I can't do chicken feet. I also can't do pig feet.
Harune
Literally
does
just
not
like
do
any sort of feet. Can't do.
No.
She doesn't like steppies.
No
No,
steppies.
don't come
No
at me with
Bringing
steppies.
that one back
Harune.
too. Bringing that one back too.
No steppies. There's not much else that I like actively avoid because I personally find it unappetizing. I did try dragon fruit once.
Ooh.
The last
Yes.
I like dragon fruit. If it's ripe.
So good. It's so
I-
good.
I like the flavor. I like the flavor of dragon fruit. But
It's a lot of
I
seeds.
couldn't do the texture. And that's the first time I've had a problem with texture before. I'm normally not like a texture oriented eater, but I took granted I gave it 2 chances.
Ha.
I took a first bite and I was shocked by the texture. I was like, ugh, and so I
Oh,
can't,
no.
I think I spat it out actually. And then I kind of like took a second to like sort of think about what I had just eaten, right? I was like, okay, so this is the texture. This is what it looks like. Now you know what to expect. Let's try it again.
No.
And I couldn't do it. Like I took a bite and I had to spit it out again. I was like,
Couldn't do
Mom,
it.
I don't know what's wrong, but I can't do this. I can't do dragon fruit. But I like the flavor very much. I know it's very refreshing. I know it's a well-loved fruit. And it was years ago. I'm more than willing to try it again. I just never had the opportunity.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It-
I see. I really
here's the
like
thing.
kiwi.
I wouldn't go with taste. I feel like the texture and the inside, it looks like a white kiwi in like a weird
It's
knobbly
like it
pink.
reminds me of like
skin.
it reminds me of like one of the
But
gu-
I
like
feel
the
like the
gum gum fruit
flavor.
from One Piece, right?
Oh yeah, a little bit, doesn't it? It does. Yes. But I always thought like texture wise it was close to a kiwi, but flavor wise
Yeah, it was like a really mild kiwi. If
milder?
you have
Like,
a dragon
kiwis are,
fruit
like,
that's not
much
super ripe,
sharper.
it's kind of bland. It's kind of like a kiwi that
Mhm.
kind of gave up before you open it. But I like.
all the flavors gone,
Huh,
all the
but
colors
Nicola
gone.
got
It's
to
white
it.
kiwi. It's white blend kiwi.
Wait. I love that. But so that's really the only one that I'll do.
yeah.
And of course I'm lactose intolerant, so I make a physical choice to like avoid dairy, but it's not because I don't like it.
Because
it's not
it's
because
a cruel mistress.
there's anything in there where I was like,
Lactose
ew,
is
it's
a
gross,
cruel
can't do the
mistress,
text.
That's what it is.
Yes, exactly. So
I don't know. Can't
I'm
relate.
gonna get
sorry.
sea cucumbers.
wow. Yeah, we'll put
Yep.
sea cucumber
Yep.
in everything you eat, and then
Breakfast
see
cereal. It's
how
sea
well you adjust to that.
cucumberial. No.
Milk has chunks of sea
Delicious.
cucumber in it. What you gonna do?
Sea cucumber. It's not
your
actually
boba,
boba.
sea
It's
cucumbers.
cucumber. Toast and jam. Bet it's sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber.
Alright, I'm
Oh,
adding some more
no.
destinations to our
Oh,
food. Here.
no.
We're going to an ice cream parlor. We're going to get
Oh, no.
condensed
Oh, that
milk
sounds
on
good.
French toast.
Oh, that sounds so good. How dare you?
Harune suffering. Ooh,
We're going to the
I
Cheesecake
mean, like,
Factory.
Cheesecake Factory is good, but most of their menu isn't cheesecake. No, yeah, most of the menu is
It's
not
Really?
cheesecake
I-
at all.
I
It's
was
like
just coming up with.
it's like
It's like
sandwiches and you can get
pastas and
soup there. It's
sandwiches
like
and
it's
stuff.
kind of like Applebee's, but I think only half the menu is
Mhm.
microwaved, as opposed to Applebee's being 100% of the menu microwaved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah,
feel
with the name
lied
like
to.
Cheesecake Factory, you'd expect it to be like you go
I've-
in and it's
wha-
just like, wow, Cheesecake Land. Yeah, no.
Yeah, this heaven of
Mm-mm.
cheesecake. That's really not
Like,
it.
you can get cheesecakes from them, but it's not
Wow.
like cheesecake specialty place. Oh no, I'm so sorry,
That's the worst
Harune.
thing I've ever heard. Oh my
I'm so
gosh,
sorry.
that's okay. I've never been, and I guess I never will.
I'm gonna take you guys to get big
are they
milkshakes,
malted
massive
milkshakes?
monster milkshakes.
Oh, well, okay. I can pass on that one
No.
then.
No. This is the food tour. Welcome.
I hope you
welcome.
like
I hope
dealing
you
with
like
the
food.
repercussions of what you'll have us happen to us. It's gonna be.
Kai just
Oh.
glitched out of the Matrix
There we go.
for a second, so that's his repercussion. You were sent into the pink magenta void. Enjoy it. Welcome back.
Yeah, you
How was
guys,
the
you
Matrix?
guys give me you guys get me sea
We'll
cucumber.
just wait until
I'll
you're
get you the
asleep and you'll wake
finest
up
of
and there'll be a
milks.
sea cucumber in your mouth
In your mouth.
and in your hands. I'll duct tape sea cucumbers to your hands. Because then you'll go to take the sea cucumber out of your mouth and you'll smack yourself with two more sea cucumbers.
Put another one in there.
How's that sound, Kai?
You'll literally be gripping food with force. Just squeeze the sea cucumber.
It's so beautiful.
Oh my goodness, it's
so
a beautiful
lovely
thought.
thoughts.
It's a beautiful thought.
You really do.
You love to see it. You really do.
Yeah, Kai?
Yeah.
Hate it here. Hate it here.
Phasmophobia, but with sea cucumbers instead
No,
of
you
ghosts.
don't. Oh my gosh. Could you... Kai's being chased by a sea cucumber.
I hope you have good dreams tonight, Kai.
I mean,
It just
you
makes a
hear the
wet,
squish, squishy
sploshy
noise?
sound. Oh. Just right in your...
hate it here.
Just right in your ear.
Love it here.
I love it here. This is a good
Oh, I also
place.
don't-
Wasabi.
I don't like wasabi.
What?
Wasabi. Yes, the video.
Did you
want
see
to
that?
eat this?
Did you see that?
Yeah, you want to eat it? Smell it first.
She's like, smell it
Uh-huh.
first. Smell it first. She goes,
Help,
"Oh,
wasabi. Jesus. Help. No, Kai.
Girl,
Kai, I will link the
I
video. I will link the
laughed
video back
so
to you.
hard.
I will link the video to
Have
you
you never
afterwards,
seen
Kai.
that
It
video?
is so funny.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so funny.
Oh my
You
gosh.
guys
Kai,
are
I will
weird.
link it.
I
Oh.
don't get it here.
Funny.
I don't get it.
just like how she says help is the cutest
such a-
thing ever. It's so funny.
It's so good. And she
Yeah,
looks
her
like a little
eyes are so
Ewok
big
because
and
she's
like
got those like
teeth.
two
Oh my
little
gosh.
teeth.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
Wasabi.
Ugh. That's so...
I just
haven't
think
thought
of it
about
every
that
now and
video
again
in
and just like
years.
dissolve into
Oh
laughter.
my
Just this
gosh.
girl going, help.
Oh, my face hurts. Help. That's like a video my friends and I will quote from time to time. Like if we go out to eat sushi and we're like, give me the wasabi. And they'll be like,
Oh, that reminds me. So
Wasabi.
when I was in Japan,
it's so good.
I went to visit one of my friends who lived near Tokyo.
Hmm.
And there was a Kamen Rider themed cafe.
Mm.
And that was during the time.
Woo!
That was during the time that I was
Yes,
like
I'm all about
super
it.
duper into Kamen Rider. Like I went to a couple of hero shows and I had like merch and stuff. And when there was Cherry Blossom Festival, I got a guy mask because I really liked Kamen Rider a lot. All this stuff, right? So me and my friend, we went to this Kamen Rider cafe. It was Gaim themed at the time, which was like super duper cool as well. And whenever you ordered like a drink or something themed from a character off the menu, their transformation sound would play when it was being delivered to your table. It was so cool. And they had one of the thrones that like one of the bad guys had, and they had like, I think it was either a replica or one of the actual motorcycles that was used in the series, and some of the original costumes too. It was like super cool. So me and my friend, we ordered like a whole bunch of Kamen Rider stuff. I got the shocker salad, which had like a little fried, it had seaweed covering the top of the salad, and then it had like a little rice cake that was in the shape of the shocker mask. So it was super cute. It was super cute.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a very,
it was super duper cute.
very
and so like
iconic
we were enjoying
mask.
our food and everything. We're like, oh, let's get dessert. And so we saw that there was an item on the menu that was a whole bunch of little cream puffs, chocolate covered cream puffs. Yes.
I remember this story now.
Yeah,
I
I've
very
told
much remember
Kai.
I
this
don't know
story.
if I know where this is going.
So me and my friend were super excited. We take a picture of our cream puffs, and they all have like little antenna stuck into them and everything. Oh wait, one of the foods I ate was Phase buttercorn to look like Phase's mask. Kai,
Woo!
it was really cute.
Buttercorn.
But yeah. It was so cute.
Oh,
it was
I
so
want
cute.
it so
It was so cute. But yeah, anyways, me and my friend were
I
just
want
like
it.
we decided that we're gonna each take a cream puff at the same time, and then we're gonna like do cheers and come by each other and eat these cream puffs. And so we both they're like bite-sized ones, so we both shove a cream puff into our mouth at the same time, and like my friend's like all excited eating hers, and I take a bite down, and like the cream comes out in my mouth, and it's wasabi.
Oh,
The whole cream puff
my God.
was full of wasabi.
Yes.
So I'm freaking out of it. Like, I'm like going, wasabi, wasabi. And my friend is like,
Help!
what do you mean wasabi? I was like, wasabi, cream puff, wasabi. And it turns out that the cream puff thing that we had ordered was Russian roulette cream puffs.
Yes.
So
Oh my
friend,
gosh.
my
Yes,
friend, my
Yes,
friend
I've seen
had
this
a
before.
perfectly normal, delicious cream puff, and the first one that I grabbed was the Russian roulette wasabi cream puff. And
Oh my
gosh,
gosh.
this
I would love to
the
try that.
staff were like
Not
so
even-
wanna
not
go.
even
I wanna go
kidding.
They
too.
walked
I
up,
wanna
they're like,
go.
daijoubu. I was like, wasabi. Wasabi. But I wound up being okay. I did eat the entire wasabi cream puff. I was fine. I cleared my palate with
Sasuga.
with another cream puff afterwards, which I was very glad to discover was not wasabi flavor. It was a regular cream puff. But yeah, that was just reminded me. I was oh goodness,
That's amazing.
it was.
I want to go. I
so
want to go. I
cool.
want to go. I want to go. I'm a big Kamen Rider nerd
Yeah,
too.
it
Like
was
aside from Fate,
so
Kamen Rider.
cool.
I want to go.
So cool.
Oh my gosh.
But the wasabi.
I would
We
go
still
for
gotta
the
get
wasabi.
Harune.
Yes.
We still got to get
so
Harune
cute.
watching Kamen Rider.
Soon,
Yeah, I
TM.
think so.
Were we starting with double? I'm
Okay.
excited.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I rewatched double like at the start of this year. I think I rewatched it in May or like March.
Kai,
but
Kai's
I don't care.
ready
I'll
to
watch it
go.
again.
He's ready to
I'm
henshin. He's
Just
ready
waiting
to
on
henshin.
YouTube. I'm just waiting on YouTube. I'm just.
I know.
I'm
Right?
just waiting for you to clear up your schedule because
Wow.
wow, you're so busy,
Wow.
internet famous. Wow,
Yeah, I would. I
Imagine
mean, I
having
would
a
suggest it on
schedule.
Monday nights.
wow.
I can't.
Harune does
Oh,
anime
oh,
nights.
dang
on
it,
Monday
dang
nights.
it.
Do anime nights.
I was gonna be like, but I'm playing games
I
with
could-
somebody. But you're also busy, so that makes sense.
Ah, desho. I could do
nights
Thursday
might
nights.
work. I'd have to double check some stuff. I have some things coming out. I have things coming up that
Right.
I'm
there
free
will be
Thursday
stuff on
nights.
Thursday nights. So Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
That's exciting.
we can now work it out.
Yeah, we can work on. we
Yeah,
can work on
outside
that,
the
like,
podcast.
outside of the
Everybody's
podcast.
listening, being like, let's hear them organize meeting up with each other. Oh,
Yeah, work out their scheduling. Wow.
Wow.
What a
I
boring.
mean, that's been the whole episode. We're talking about food. We're talking about shows. We're talking about offline
Et cetera.
meets, conventions, etc.
Oh,
It's all just us scheduling
Oh.
things.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry,
That's
chat.
true. This is the scheduling episode.
Man, Chad, I bet you all wish you could go to HaruCon.
And GirlCon and KaiCon. But everyone's lining up at the doors for
Can we just
for
make a
GirlCon.
GHK Con? Can we just make a GHK Con and
GHK
save the time?
Con! Yeah. That would be fun. I'd be down for that.
We can make it like
That's
Fire
another
Festival.
thing we'll schedule. Oh my god!
How about we don't?
Oh my god!
No? You don't want to have tent
Holy
sandwiches?
crap!
Tent
I
sandwiches,
watched a
anything?
doc. I watched
my
that
goodness.
whole big documentary that they made about the Fire Festival. I think I watched it last summer.
Yep.
Mhm.
I can't believe it
Insanity.
happened.
I cannot believe there weren't. I
Right?
can't believe there weren't greater repercussions for that. I mean, I don't know if the guy's in jail now or if he served some jail time and then he got bailed out. I can't remember, but like he should be behind
Right?
bars for life. I don't know how. It's
Right,
oh my god.
Why can't
Oh my
all cons
goodness,
just
don't even
aspire to be
say.
like DashCon?
Well, it's not as bad as TumblrCon though.
What is Dash?
Oh,
What is
DashCon was
TumblrCon?
TumblrCon. Dang
That's
it!
DashCon.
Hey
No,
Kai,
DashCon is
Kai,
TumblrCon.
meet you at the ball pit.
What's TumblrCon?
Yes, let's get an extra hour in the ball pit.
Wait, what is going on? What is DashCon?
Perfect.
DashCon
storm
was
disaster
like
convention.
Yes.
Oh,
Should we talk about it? Should we talk
I think
about it on the episode, or should we
explain
just
afterwards. We
explain
can give
to
a
her
link
afterwards?
Well, I
explaining
mean-
on it because I don't remember all the details on it. All I remember was like the ball pit meme. Like Harune, if you ever see a picture of like what looks like linoleum flooring and a kind
Just
of
the ball
sad
pit?
ball pit that's made in like one of those inflatable kids pools, that's from DashCon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
What happened
a
there?
lot. There's
Who
A
hurt
lot.
these people?
Well,
Yes,
a lot
exactly.
happened at the
it
same
was
time.
supposed to
Nothing
be like
happened.
the greatest convention ever, and then oh boy,
Wow.
yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that
We'll
happened.
tell you after. We'll tell you after.
Okay, all right. Okay, sounds good. Was there anything else that we needed to?
I think so.
Everyone had their topics and stuff.
We did it.
Yeah, I think,
I think
so.
so.
This is
Yeah.
amazing. This is an
Yeah,
hour
a
and
little-
36 minutes.
Minus
yeah.
the first.
A little
like,
bit shorter than
minute or
last time,
two,
but we
yeah.
did have
Hmm.
a special. That was a good length of time there. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey.
That's true. Hey.
Yeah,
An hour and a half still feels good. It's not too short, not too long.
Right. So for any of you guys who were out there going like 2 hours is too long, well here you go.
Exactly.
Now you get now you get to cut a little bit off. So
At the same time, we've had people
Yeah.
mention that they like it in the longer format too. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
in
think we'll
between
please
both, right?
everyone ever, but
yes.
I mean, between an hour and a half
Yeah.
to 2 hours seems like a pretty good
Huh.
time.
Oh, you know what
I'm
I should
having a
do?
pretty good time.
Here, I should check the
Ooh,
Curious
yes,
Cat
yes,
to see
yes,
if anyone
yes.
has any questions. Question
Yes,
corner.
remember, you
Yes.
can also check down below in the descriptions for the Curious Cat link if you would like to submit any questions,
Mm-hmm.
topic suggestions, etc., etc. We could have a look into that. And I believe I said a while back, like, if people submit any kind of fan art or
Yeah,
anything,
we can
I
stick it
could
on the
just
wall.
like hang it up on the wall behind us.
Yeah.
You could
Yes.
be featured. You could
Wow.
be featured on the set of GHK Radio. Oh my god!
Yeah, I love that
Wow.
idea. I love that
Mhm.
idea. I hope it comes true. Looking at the Curious Cat,
Oh,
there are a couple of interesting questions in here, but none of them
okay.
none of them
Roger
directed
that.
towards GHK.
Ah,
So that's
Okay.
okay.
get
That's
to
all
it,
right then.
viewers. Get to it.
There you go. Fan art and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
questions. We need them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'd like them. Yeah. Any closing statements? Anything coming up you guys wanna garner some attention for?
I have this month and next month two charity streams coming up, but I haven't sussed out the details yet, but those will be coming soon. So stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
stay
love doing
tuned for
charity.
future details
Yeah.
on charity streams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice,
that's so sweet.
nice.
Nice. What about you, Kai?
Not much too special coming up that I can think of. Nothing planned. Just my like normal weekly streams as it is. Continuing co-op campaign with
Yes.
Grothy Yam Lupin and Hikawu every Monday.
Hikawu.
I don't know why I kept messing up
Oh
his
no,
name
he's
yesterday. I kept calling him
Hikaru.
Haruto instead of Hikaru. He is Hikaru, but for some reason, I just kept calling him Haruto, and I'm like, who's Haruto?
Who's Haruko? There's Harune,
Haruto.
Haruka, Haruko.
Haruto.
Oh, Haruto.
Naruto.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kept calling him
Naruto,
Haruto.
Naruto,
And I'm just like,
Naruto,
wait, no, it's Hikaru, it's Hikaru.
Naruto.
I can't believe I'm collabing with the
What?
Naruto. Oh my god, that's
Boruto's
Naruto's dad.
Boruto's dad is so
No,
cool.
it's
I wish they
Hikaru,
made a
Girl
series
DM,
about him.
and
Like,
Lupin.
Boruto's cool and all, but come on.
I know, right? We still continue with Yakuza's every Friday, Saturdays, and art on Wednesdays. I've got a few fun things that I'm working on. A
Ayo.
couple kind of like, secret projects that are in the works, but they're too soon for me to confirm anything, because
That's
who knows?
daijouke.
They might fall through. Who knows?
なるほど.
Aside from that, I don't really have anything. Oh, wait, no, we do. Right, I had a very special 24
24-minute subathon?
minute subathon. Yes.
How did that work
I had
out?
a very special 24-minute subathon the other day. I said if people would gift 24 subs to Harune in 24 minutes,
Kai.
I promised to do Cooking with Kai episode 3.
Nice.
And they fulfilled that. So Harune said she wanted
nice,
dairy-free cheesecake. So
Thank
today I
you,
went shopping for
guys.
that. So because
Thank you,
everyone was so generous and gifted 24 subs to Harune, I will now
Nice.
stumble my way through a dairy-free
Nice.
cheesecake and then film it for everyone's enjoyment. So look forward to Cooking with Kai
Nice.
episode 3. Yes! And if people have missed episodes 1 and 2, those were creme brulee and birthday cake.
Oh my gosh. I remember those. Those were
You
gems.
can find them.
Those were
You
good.
can find them as videos on my Twitch channel. But yeah, Cooking with Kai episode 3 coming soon to the internet near you.
Soon.
Ayo, soon TM.
Soon.
If I remember correctly. I believe these two also mentioned
Yep,
they might be
I just
doing
need to
cooking
process
videos
my
at some point.
file and
Yes!
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I made
Because
cheesecake.
you also did cheesecake, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
So you'll get Cooking with Girl DM. And I believe Harune said she was going to be showing us how she makes cookies.
Maybe I gave it because it was part of a subathon like redeem thing, right? It was a sub goal. So to make it a little bit more appealing to those who wanted to donate subs, I said they can put suggestions in chat, and whatever is most suggested is what I will attempt to either bake or cook. Because I've been getting into cooking a little bit more lately. So
hey,
the other day I
nice.
made chicken and dumplings. I finally got a chance to make my chicken and dumplings.
Vanilla dumplings.
Oh, yeah, the recipe for the handmade dumplings asked for milk, and obviously I don't drink milk, but the only kind of milk I have is
There is a kind
vanilla
of
oat
kind
milk.
of German dumpling steamed dish that's called Dampfnudeln, which does have vanilla sauce, which could have worked, but Dampfnudeln.
Ooh,
I mean,
that
to be
sounds good.
honest, it actually turned out okay. Like I had some today. When I had some on Friday, what had happened is I burned my mouth as I was eating the dumpling. So, and I think because I knew that there was vanilla milk in there, I sort of projected like an overwhelming flavor of vanilla. But when I had it, so I thought there was just too much vanilla in there because of the vanilla milk. But when I had it this afternoon for lunch, I really didn't taste the vanilla.
Yeah, it worked out.
So it worked. It worked out okay. But I was like,
mean, did your dish have like a soup or a sauce in it, like a stock?
it was yeah. So it was more like a roux. It was like a really thick, creamy.
It could also be that like the flavors soaked in more overnight.
True.
So,
Oh,
like,
that's true
there's
too.
more
That's
flavor
true,
in
too.
the dumpling than just vanilla now.
Nice.
It was pretty good. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. If you guys want the recipe,
I'll
let me
drop
know in the
it.
Discord server. I'll drop it in there. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
God, please. All right.
think that's it for now.
Anything else or? That's it. Well, thank you guys all so much once again for joining us on our official episode 4 with co-hosts Girl DM and Nemurenai Kai, and I am Harune. And once again, please go check out episode 3.
Let's go.
Get it to 200 likes and 1,000
We wanna
views,
play
and we can get Kai to
Phasmophobia.
play Phasmophobia. Yeah.
Chad, you watch
Yes,
the
watch
new
this one too.
episodes, Chad.
You can
Come
watch that
new
too.
Episodes. Yes,
Of course,
come watch
of
new
course,
episodes.
watch the new
Nemurenai
episodes, but
Kai
also
to play
watch
Phasmophobia
episode
with
3.
us. Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
okay
yes,
if you
yes.
leave that
It's
episode
not.
at 199
It's not.
likes. Right?
No,
You can
it's
leave it
not.
at 199.
We
That's,
must.
that's okay.
No.
That's
I
Harune-
personally will make it
Harune's
to
a woman on
200.
a mission.
Harune buys views. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Harune
No, I'll just
buys
watch it a
spotlights.
million times. I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, 皆さん来てくれてありがとうございました。
またね
それでは、またねバイバイ
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I'm waving as if I had hands that move. Bye bye.